Hey everyone, it's VM Campos, Magic Fan. I've got another Crack-a-Pack video for you. This one's a little bit different. It's an Arena Crack-a-Pack, and it is also sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. Wizards of the Coast has given me access to a variety of goodies during my featured streamer event. Thank you so much, Wizards, for making that happen. Here's what they gave me. Booster packs. Oh, what's this? 30 boosters of Ixalan, Rivals of Ixalan, Dominaria Core Set, 2019, Guilds of Ravnica, Ravnica Allegiance, War of the Spark, and Core Set 2020. 30 of all of the cards in Standard. That's a lot of cards, so we're gonna crack them 10 at a time. Let's see what we get. Now, yeah, there's things that are gonna rotate out. Ixalan, Rivals, Dom, and 2019. But those are still result in wild cards, uncommon or rare wild cards, and mythic rare wild cards, so let's see what we get. We're gonna crack 10 at a time. Let's start with Ixalan. I got a soft spot in my heart for this set because it was the first set after I got back into Magic, after Hour of Devastation, that I started to actively seek out. Let's do 10. When you do 10 at a time, it shows you all of the rares, and you saw there that I got 1 uncommon and 2 rares, and then now I'm in my mythic rare track. So anything that stands out to me here for my decks, 2 Goring Ceratops, are you sure about that? Shouldn't I have gotten some gems for it? Anyway, 10 more. Alright, so I got 2 uncommons, 1 mythic, getting close to gold. 10 more. Oh, that's really interesting on that one. 2 uncommons, 3 rares, plus a rare, plus a mythic. So much. And a Huatli Vraska's Contempt. Oh, Flag Fellowship. I remember I love this card so much on my pirate deck. I haven't used this card in so long. I should do it again. Moving on to Rivals of Ixalan. One uncommon, 2 rares, Polyraptor. Oh, Polyraptor was one of my first favorite combos with Forerunner of the Empire. You can get nearly infinite raptors, so many 5/5s. Love that card. Form of the Dinosaur. You hardly ever see this card ever played at all. But pretty cool art and cool concept. You are a dinosaur. Two uncommons, 1 mythic, a couple of Seafloor Oracles. Ooh, these merfolk that everyone hates. Flip card that no one cared about. Profane Procession was alright. I like Paladin of Atonement just for the fun of it. Let's go to the last 10. Two uncommons, 2 rares, plus 1 more, plus 1 more, and hey, I thought I already had all 4 Elendas. Well, there's more for my deck. Adonis Climb did its thing. Another Path of Discovery. Yeah, so I like the whole Ixalan block. I like the style of it. Dinosaurs, pirates, the indigenous warriors of the Sun Empire, all that cool stuff. It was a cool set. People said it was a little too linear, but I really liked the style of it a lot. Moving on to Dominaria, returning to lots of nostalgia. Let's see what we can crack 10 at a time. One uncommon, 2 uncommons, plus a 3rd one, plus a Lyra. Ooh, she was such a terror. Such an amazing card. Muldrotha had some really cool interactions. I could never get Lich's Mastery to work right, but I was always marveled at those that could. Ten more yields 2 uncommons plus a mythic. There's Jaya Ballard, Planeswalker, Gilded Lotus. I tried to make Traxos work so much, but I never could, and actually, I hadn't really played with Traxos after the last wipe, so if you're a little bit newer to Arena, all the cards were completely erased and you had to start all over. back when the open beta started in September last year or so. And so I was trying to make a Traxos deck work, and I never could, and after the wipe, well, I lost them all, so I never continued. Two uncommons, two rares, nice, and then a mythic rare. Look at it, look at how it spins, and it's magical. Steel Leaf Champion, I love this one in real life, the foil version. The Champion's Spear, for example, is nice and shiny. There's another Traxos. Kazarov, I always wanted this one to work. A couple of Verdant Forces, these are fun. And so that was Dominaria, a return to the classic plane of Magic with so many throwbacks. It was pretty fun. Core Set 2019 returned to core sets. People generally liked it, so let's crack what we got. One uncommon, two rares, plus the third one here. Omniscience, the card that if you get it to work, you are the most amazing Magic player ever to live. Or Gigantosaurus, a big old 10/10 for 5 mana. Hilarious card, I love it. Demanding Dragon, the card that when I did a Crack-a-Pack with Mark Rosewater at Comic-Con, humble brag, that was the rare that I got with him. And the Goblin Trashmaster, when I do my mono red goblin deck, this is a card that I love in the deck. Two uncommons, a mythic. We get Death Baron. I got the Comic-Con promo version of that card at last year's Comic-Con. Pretty cool. Goreclaw, Terror of Kalsizma, one of the pieces of my deck, my commander deck in real life, to get Zakama to work. A couple of isolates that no one would care about in standard except modern. Oh, and then of course Scapeshift, the card that's an amazing deck at the moment in standard, about to rotate out, RIP. Not really. Two uncommons, two rares. Chromium the Mutable. If you actually read the Magic story, his full name is Chromium Ruel. All the Elder Dragons have two names, Nicol-Bolas, Arcades, Sabath, etc. Chromium, in the original Magic card, was just Chromium, but now he's been retconned to have the name Chromium Ruel. And Ugin is the only Elder Dragon that doesn't have two names. Prodigious Growth, hilarious. Another Demanding Dragon. Oh, and then I got a Mythic Wildcard, nice. And the Bone Dragon that I always kind of loved the concept of, but never could work. And after that, we've got the cards from sets that will not rotate after Throne of Eldraine debuts. Fun fact, I was at the panel at San Diego Comic-Con where Mark Rosewater himself showed all the amazing stuff that's coming with Throne of Eldraine. Plus I got the special invitation that only VIP people could get. VIP, of course, stands for VM Campos Important Person. Anyway, let's open up some of these cards that'll still be relevant after rotation. One uncommon, two rares, plus this rare over here. Ooh, Niv Mizzet. Everyone loved this guy for a little while. He was so broken, but you could get rid of him, although a lot of times I just auto-conceded as soon as they were able to get them onto the battlefield. And Drowned Secrets was a fun mill strategy. Mausoleum Secrets, no one cares at all. Venator Loxodon, people love that. Unmoored Ego was good. Hatchery, who cares? And the Forum was all right. Two uncommons and a mythic, and the card that I hate so much, Ritual of Soot, would always ruin my plans so much. Oh, and I would also hate Thief of Sanity. I hate that one so much. People would play Dawn of Hope all the time, but it never really worked. And Experimental Frenzy, when people got it to work, they were amazing. I was a little bit less amazed when I tried to get it to work. Unmoored Ego was fun. Underrealm Lich, it was more cool conceptually than actually working. Two uncommons, two rares, mythic rare, Connive. I love the art on that, actually. If you kind of think about it, they don't do a lot of art like this anymore, where it's like so close up. You look at all this other art, which is amazing, but that's far away, and that's so far away. Everything's far away in like all of Magic cards nowadays. Quasi-Duplicate, hilarious. 1000 Year Storm, when they got it to work, they were amazing. Another Thief of Sanity, Vraska, pretty fun card, and the valuable shock lands that were more valuable in real life than in digital. Ravnica Allegiance, so the second in the not block of Return to Ravnica. This was building up to the big ideas that was going to be the big end game. So let's get 10. One uncommon, 2 rares, plus this rare. Tithe Taker was amazing. Smothering Tide was also pretty amazing. 2 of them in one pack, in one pull. Some more kind of close-up art. I think if they do close-up art on split cards, it works better. Theater of Horrors is some beautiful art that I love. And Pestilent Spirit has amazing art as well. Two uncommons plus a mythic. Spawn of Mayhem is so much fun, especially when it obeys you and doesn't kill you. Speaking of with Captive Audience, I love that card so much. It never works, no one plays it, but I really love its weirdness. Kaya, sees some good play. I just kind of feel that the algorithm really pairs me against people that play this Planeswalker for no real reason. And then 10 more. 2 uncommons, 2 rares, mythic rare. Cindervines had its day. Prime Speaker Vanifar, still people like that one. Glass of the Guild pack. Nothing amazing here except for the hilarious Amplifier. One of my podcast guests, who was it, Brashara or Geek Luke? They were saying that they wanted to make a fun little meme deck out of this card, and I hope they succeeded. And next we go to the culmination of a years-long plot. Nicol Bolas plotting to do bad stuff all over the multiverse, and War of the Spark was bringing in so many new players. The chilling trailer. This was a great set. And 36 Planeswalkers, how could they do it? An uncommon plus 2 uncommons. Let's see, Time Wipe had its day. Finale of Devastation. I cracked so many of them in real life, actually, and I sold them and made some nice profit. Dreadhorde Butcher is always fun for the opponent, not really for me. Bioessence Hydra is so much fun. I love the concept of role reversal. Spark Double. Silent Submersible. It should have been way better. It should have had Menace. It should have had Island Walk. What's Island Walk? Ask your parents. Okay, 2 uncommons and a rare, and then we get 1 more rare. Bantu was cool. Niv Mizzet, nice concept. Ooh, Massacre Girl. I played her so many times in my commander decks and really wiped the board. On Arena, she's pretty fun as well if you can get her out, and I love her style. This one was a nice one. 2 uncommons, 2 rares, plus 1 more, plus a mythic. Nissa, who shakes the world. Everyone loves that card. Liliana's amazing also. Feather. Mobilized District is fun. Widespread Brutality. Ah, man, that title makes me so sad. But anyway, War of the Spark was an amazing culmination to this story. Lots of interesting cards to play with. And it'll still be with us after rotation. And lastly, again, thank you Wizards of the Coast for providing me over 1,400 cards for free on Arena, where I can then build some cool decks and get these wild cards. Let's start with the last of Core Set 2020. An uncommon, 2 rares, plus a mythic. There's Seal of the Dead that everyone loves. Shifting Ceratops is fun. Gravedigger's it's much better for Modern. And cool art on that repeated reverberation. Two uncommons, 1 mythic. Oh, a second mythic and a third mythic. Amazing. Oh, there's the card that just got banned. Was it banned or restricted? Anyway, we're playing standard here, so we don't care. Cavalier of Thorns, cool. Thunderkin, Awakener. Ooh, Sephara. I wonder if she shops at Sephora. Sephara at Sephora, I wonder. Rotting Regisaur is amazing and limited. Villas is pretty fun if you can coax him to do your bidding. And then the final 10 cards. Two uncommons, 2 rares, plus 1 more. Cavalier of Gales. When I was part of the early access streamer event for Corset 2020, once again, thank you Wizards of the Coast, I found a bug that if you murder the Cavalier at the moment that it's doing its effect, the sound glitches out, and it kind of makes you go insane from the sound of the water coming over and over. Oh, and I got a Nightpack Ambusher. I have so many of these in real life for some reason, and I got this one signed by Mark Rosewater at Comic-Con 2019. I got my Comic-Con promo version of Nightpack Ambusher signed by Mark Rosewater at San Diego Comic-Con, another humble brag. Scheming Symmetry, hilarious card and art. Planar Cleansing, amazing art. Tail's End. This saved my bacon a couple of times when people were gonna activate their ability, and I'm like, nope, Tail's End. After all, when you are gone, will anyone remember your story? And there we go, I just cracked over 1,440 cards, focused on the rares and mythic rares, thanks to Wizards of the Coast, and I was able to get 85 common wild cards, 105 uncommon wild cards, 43 rares, and 24 mythic rares. Wow, thank you so much, Wizards. Oh, and then I've also got Vault Progress of 418.7, amazing. And Wizards also gave me 10,000 gems to play with. So again, thank you so much, Wizards of the Coast, for making me a featured streamer the week of August 19th. It was a dream come true. Thank you everyone in the community for coming and hanging out and playing games with me and being cool people. This has been VM Campos, and I'll see you in the blind eternities.